Mix in the dark.
Okay, and then like I was using the bathroom and I was like, grabbing toilet paper and I like looked down and the stall right onto the right, there was feet, shoes, and it was just like turning towards me. And ever since then I never go to like a public bathroom, and I never go use any stall unless it's the first stall. And it's just because that's what I think. It's so creepy.
I use the stall that's closest to the door.
That happened to one of my friends.
Yeah, I know.
And she went. So she slept in the dorms, and most dorms they do communal like bathrooms where you share the bathrooms. So then she said that she went to the bathroom like very late at night. I believe very late at night. She can correct me later. But she went to the bathroom and she went to go use the toilet. And then she said that like moments later she heard someone come in. Mm-hmm. So she heard someone come into the bathroom as well and went to the stall. And then so her curiosity I don't know why she was so curious, but then she said that she looked down to see. And the feet was pointed towards her.
Yes! Do that.
Yes. Yeah. So the feet was pointed towards her. So instead, because you're sitting, your feet's pointing towards the door, but it was pointing towards her.
Yes,
and she was like, whatever she was doing, she forgot. It ended, and she just got up.
Yeah, that's what happened. It was just so creepy because I honestly felt it was trying to get closer and closer to me. Yeah. And it was so creepy. And ever since then, I made sure like when we had bathroom break, I went when everybody else was going. Because I was not gonna go alone. So creepy.
I guess I never thought about that because when we were living our freshman year, half of us lived in the same dorm area. I feel like I went to go shower and use the bathroom so late at night, like 12 a.m., 1 a.m., whatever. Like people were still studying. Yeah. Or I just don't. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe because we don't live on the second floor.
That's true. Second floor do be having some things happening there.
I mean, before freshman, before
we shower.
So I mean, we always go together and like we wait for each other. It's creepy. Or like I only like if like we don't go together like at night, like during the day, like I would go during the day. And so that like was. Yeah, so I won't be so afraid. But I
feel like the shower room was very dim.
It was dim. Yeah, very dark, very dim.
Yeah.
And like before like freshman year where like they had where like we were able to, it's kind of like an open house-ish, and like I forgot if you went, but like we got to sleep in the dorm. And then I remember, like, it was, like, a rainy night, and, like, I had a hard time sleeping because it was so creepy. It was it was rainy, it was, like, whatever. And then, like, in the morning, I heard people going to the bathroom because, like, literally the room I was staying at was, like, right by the bathroom. And you can hear people going in the bathroom, chatter and stuff. And so then I was, okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom. You guys, I went in, nobody was in there. I was so scared. And so I walked out. I was like, no, I'm not going to. And I waited for my roommate to wake up because so creeped out because you can hear like it sounded like so many people were awake, they're getting ready, everybody's in the bathroom, and then when I went in there was nobody. So creepy.
You know where the you can go ahead.
Oh no, you're gonna continue.
I was like, stories, you know where that coffee shop used to be?
Yes.
In the new building, in their newest building. It was on the second floor.
Oh, okay.
It was all the way in the corner. So I used to work in the coffee shop in the morning. Like I'll get there at 6 and we get things ready because students start coming about 7. I went to use the restroom, and that bathroom right across.
There is creepy.
Yeah, so because not a lot of people use it, and I know that I'm the only one in there. And I think I used the second stall, but one of the stall in the middle of my business flush by itself, and I got super scared because I knew that's just me, and I was not gonna be like you guys let's take a peek. I was like, I'm done.
I don't ever take a peek. I'm just like, okay.
I was like,
that's
cool.
cool.
I was like, I'm gonna go. I'm done. So I just went back to work and act like nothing happened. But I think that was the first time that scared me to like not use the bathroom by myself too long and be in the middle stall. If I'm in the middle stall, I just make sure I'm in the stall that is easiest to leave out the door.
Wow.
To exit.
I'm always in the bathroom for a long time.
I didn't think about that.
I know.
I just go to the bathroom and hopefully don't see anything.
I mean, if the other people are in the bathroom with me, then I don't care which stall I'm in.
Yeah.
But if it's just me, and I'll be like, okay, which one can I get out the fastest? I'm like that at the funeral home, too.
That's true. There are some funeral homes here that you just don't use their bathrooms.
Yeah, the bathrooms are really creepy.
Yeah.
Like the one that has the downstairs.
The one.
The one
downstairs.
Yes.
Yes.
Shouldn't even be a bathroom.
That one.
That one is very downstairs.
I've only used that bathroom once in my life, and I took my whole family with me.
Yeah.
I was like, everybody go downstairs and use the bathroom with me. They did not understand, but I was like, I don't care. Everyone is going with me. Everyone.
No, that bathroom is like super, the hallway to it's super dark.
Even just going down, taking down a step like that, it's scary. No one likes using that bathroom.
My mom tries to act as if she's like, Chaya, But like whenever I'm with her, she's like, go to the bathroom with me. Let's go use the bathroom. Like, that's the only time. Otherwise, she can go by herself. But whenever we are at the funeral home, she's like, oh, hey, let's go to the bathroom. And but then she won't admit that she's scared. Yeah.
God.
Well, since we're on funeral, does anyone have a funeral story?
I don't have a funeral story.
No.
I don't too.
Yeah. Thank God.
Yeah, I don't think I do.
That's okay.
Yeah.
When she was saying, what the heck did you say? When you said that you heard noises in the bathroom and stuff, and then you went in and there was nobody. That reminded me of my little nephew, who his parents, they're not really home ever. It's just him and his brother right now. And one night, he thought his parents came home because there was like a whole party going on or something. And his parents, they loved it, but they're those OGs that just love to party and drink and whatever. But so he thought a whole party was going on. He was like, oh, my parents are home. Cool, right? And so he just went to sleep. Like, this was like middle of the night. And then he went to sleep. He wakes up and finds that his parents aren't home. They're still in another state, like they're not there. And so he was like, what the heck did I just hear the night before? But then that house is creepy. It's the house that like we've all lived in. And it has, I don't know, it's just, there's just a bunch of things that happens there. Yeah, like I saw something there once-ish. Like, just a quick, like, when you see shadows and stuff. So, like, we were there for, what the heck were we doing there? We just like to, like, that's kind of like our place to go to after we've, like, gone out and, like, had fun or whatever. So we would go there. And during that time, we were still hanging out. And then I thought I saw, there's, like, who the bathroom is? Like, there's, like, the hallway before you go to the bathroom. There's a little tiny hallway. That hallway is super dark. Like, without lights, it's really, really dark. And so I thought I saw something go by, right? And so I was like, okay, this time I'm going to look, right? I'm like, this time I'm going to watch. And I'm going to watch and I'm going to see if something actually goes by. Because previously before that, it was a bonfire. That's what it was. So before that, like when I went to use the bathroom, right? And so I was like, I'm still using the bathroom, right? And then I came out and I thought that it was my older sister because I didn't look because I forgot to be scared. Like, you're surrounded with a bunch of people. You're not scared. But then, like, everybody was outside because we were doing a bonfire and nobody was inside. And I thought it was my older sister because when you come out of the door, like, I kind of see at the edge of the eye, like, somebody's just there. I didn't actually look to see if that was her or not. I just kind of went. Because I was like, whatever. So I went and I was like, you can use the bathroom now. And it was like a super tall figure too. And I was just like, okay, you can use the bathroom now. And then I go outside and they're all there. And I'm just like, okay. And then like that, like when I think we came inside because it was like getting to the end of the night. And that's when I like saw something run past that hallway. And so that was when I was like, I'm going to look this time. So I actually looked and I was just waiting. And I actually saw like something like go by. They're really quick, you guys. Like ghosts, if you've ever seen, I don't think I've seen one. I don't want to say that I have, but then like when you actually see something, it was like a really quick, and I saw it twice, and nobody believes me. No one believes me. Because, okay, the second time I saw it, I actually, like, was looking, and so I saw it go by really fast. And so I made sure to actually go over there to go look in the hallway to see if anybody was there. There was nobody there.
Wow, you're
And then,
So brave.
I know.
so brave.
probably had too much that day anyways, so I was like, you have that little, like,
You have your power.
yeah, your
Your
your drink
Alcohol
power.
courage.
I know, yes. Yes. So no, I did it a third time, right? I was like, because I was second guessing. I was like, maybe I just saw something like, like Oma or something, And so I did it again. I watched it again and I saw the same thing. But you know how, like, it goes through one way? This time it went the other way, right? To run through again. And I did the same thing. I went to go look. And then that was when I confirmed to myself. I was like, yep, okay. There's a ghost in your house.
But haven't they shaman has said that the house does have
that
spirits?
house has a lot of problems. So they've been going to, like, the wrong shaman. There's, like, good shamans and bad shamans and fake shamans and whatnot. So they went to this shaman. Okay, their initial, like, shaman that they always go to. Apparently, I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently they've been, like, she doesn't do it on purpose, but then she has been unintentionally opening up the place for ghosts to come in and to live there. And so that house is actually infested with a bunch of ghosts, and my little nephews, they, like, hear and see things and, like, sense things all the time ever since that's been happening. But so basically she made it like an area where it welcomed ghosts to come and it's like a hotel, like Hotel
That's why
Transylvania.
your nephew heard them partying.
Yeah, maybe. True, maybe. But and then they hired another shaman who came by and said, "Yep, you've got a lot of ghosts living here, and you need to kick them out somehow." And so they've been doing cleansing, but then, like, like, there's just so many that they had to do it, like, multiple times.
Or some are hiding.
I don't know.
I
I don't think it's all clean yet because they're still hearing things, seeing things. I don't think it's all clean yet.
The thing is, if she or he opened that place up, they most likely open a portal for them to come back, back and forth. So somebody needs to close that up.
Yeah.
Because no matter how much you cleanse a place, if the portal's open, then it's still gonna continue.
I think one of the shamans said that they weren't strong enough to close it. Yeah, to, like, fix it. And so they've gone through so many shamans trying to.
I'd be so mad.
I'd be like, now they're just trying to sell the house. Don't buy it.
Might as well just sell it.
I know, they're just trying to get rid of it.
It's
so
hard
bad.
when they're, because the more spirit is, the more things they have to do, and it's a lot of energy and a lot of money.
Yeah, like, they've had so many misfortunes, but I think it's because there's just so many spirits in there, so many things, all their energy, like, it's such a negative house. I don't even know why they are keeping the two little nephews there still. Yeah, lots of stuff going on.
I think the house really does play with your life and your fortunes too.
It does. Like, the feng shui is real.
Does anybody want to explain what feng shui is? Just in case people don't know.
What's the best way to explain it? I'm like, it's just a flow
Like,
of
odd,
energy
yeah.
through your house.
good-
Like,
good
you don't want to
energy.
block the energy flow.
Mm-hmm.
You want to. That's why a lot of OGs wants when you do furniture stuff, you don't want to block, like, doorways or stuff, because you want the energy to flow through your house.
Yeah, the good energy comes through and stay, and the bad energy flows out and go.
Oh, I did hear something about that similarly. Is that when you are looking at houses, don't buy houses where the doors are, like, back and front are, like,
aligned.
Aligned.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Because that's way, in that way, like, it allows, like, bad things to come in and kind of, like, go through your house. And also, like, just, like, wealth and good luck and stuff like that too. It just, like, goes out. Your good luck, and then it just goes out.
It comes in and goes out. Because the doors are parallel.
Yeah.
Yeah, the house we rented, that we experienced a lot of negativity.
Does it have
The
that?
doors was like that.
Oh.
Yeah, the doors, the back door and the front door were aligned.
And then your that back door.
We don't
go
even use
anywhere.
it.
There's a fence.
Yeah.
They're so
cover it.
tiny. They can't really go anywhere.
Yeah, so we don't even use it, but like it's like literally, if the wall wasn't in the way, it's like aligned to each
Yeah.
other. Yeah. And then I heard that you shouldn't buy home with the stair
And the
going
door.
out the door.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, stair,
The,
what?
The door and stairs are parallel.
Oh, okay.
So like when you open the door, all you see is straight ahead is just the stair.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's bad luck for you as well.
Yeah, it's like all your money is gonna go out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Ugh.
Just fun Shui thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's why.
after my dad passed, like my uncle came and he came and told my brother them us like some feng shui stuff around the house, just
Yeah.
because we where my mom they're at, they have like two really big trees in the front and the one on the side, and especially the two in the fronts are taking a lot of energy from the house.
Okay.
So he was like, you guys should put some stuff to block that energy being taken out, and for them to remove the trash can out away from the doors, because it makes them want to spend money. It makes you want to spend money because the trash can was like right in front of the doors in the back, because that became the main door that we use. So they moved the trash can out of the way, so it did help with their spending. They noticed that. I don't live there no more, so I don't notice that. I'm still spending.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Don't
like
faze me.
I know, so it don't faze me. But yeah, he was like giving them advice because he just felt very bad for my brother for losing my dad. Then that it's different when you lose a father figure, because people don't really want to help you anymore. So he was giving them advice so that they can better themselves a little. And I was like, okay, that's it's
true.
good that
That's sad too.
yeah, it's good that he helped and give them advice, and they felt the change.
When they move things around.
Yeah, when they move things
Wow.
around, and they're like, because the garage door, it's facing the main house's door, so he told them that when it's kind of like that, then those two doors are like fighting each other to be the main door.
Oh, okay.
The garage door can't be the main
That's
door.
interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
So they had to put something to block
Block it.
it, but
Mhm.
I thought that was interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah, my aunt who's a shaman, she finally came to our house. She said our house is fine, but she's like, we how like my house, we have that huge pine tree right in front of our house.
Mhm.
She said that that's bad feng shui. We need to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So I will let y'all know.
What does it mean? Do you know?
She says that the reason why our families, like, we have negative energy, or like the reason why we're arguing so much is because that tree is blocking some things.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, but she
Yeah,
said the
sure.
tree is blocking things from coming in, so it's. I don't know. I once we cut it down, like, I will update you guys.
Yeah, are you guys a loving family now?
Always.
That's so weird because when we bought the house, my parents cut down our tree in the front yard.
Oh, okay.
So my house right now, you used to be a big ass tree right there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's funny. They just cut our tree. I mean, we didn't ask them to, but they just cut down our tree. I don't know if there's any changes in energy.
Maybe it could just be that Hmong people really like
Openness.
open space.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because my
Okay,
mom
fine.
doesn't like big trees either.
Yeah.
No, it's a hazard in case like there's a storm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that
Okay.
tree is
Very
far enough
logical
from my house.
explanations. Yeah.
Tree is far enough, but if it gets knocked down, it's not gonna damage
Wow.
anything.
Talking about tree, the house that we rented and we were experiencing a lot of stuff, they had a peach tree in the yard. When we first moved in, it was like still blooming, and then I think the second year, it even had like 2 little peach. Then as the year went by, half of the tree died, and then the year before we were gonna move out, the full tree died, and then it broke in half.
Hey.
Wow.
Yeah. So, to me, I took it as a bad omen
Yeah,
because
that's definitely a bad
yeah.
omen.
yeah, peach trees are
Usually they're
Wealth.
Yeah.
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 I hear a lot of good things about
So I actually took it as a bad omen, and I was glad that we moved out. But yeah, it was kind of weird because this man walked around and he's like, asked my mom, can he grab a part of the peach tree?
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa.
You wanted to plant it.
It was already dead.
Oh, yeah.
Which is weird because when we moved in, it was fine
Yeah.
for a whole year, and it just started dying throughout the year.
I mean, the only paranormal thing that ever happened to me was when I was overseas in Laos.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. No. So in Laos, I forgot what village we were in, but we were in. We got a hotel, and then the hotel was also owned by Hmong people. So the first thing we realized that right when we checked in, I checked into my room, there was blood on my bed. There was blood on the sheets. So I was like,
Hello.
like,
What's going on here?
it was dry blood. So it was already dry. So I was like, oh, I'm like, can you change that out? Like,
more like, can I get a new room?
Yeah. Something happened.
well, I wasn't
here.
sleeping by myself, so I didn't think of that. So I was like, can you like just change my sheets?
Yeah.
So then like, oh yeah, so they changed my sheets, and then we were supposed to go to my aunt's people's place because they were doing like a little celebration for them, and then so then they were like, oh, let's freshen up and then we'll go because they like literally live like maybe like if we were talking about block distant, like 3 blocks away from the hotel.
Yeah.
So then I was laying down on my bed and touching my phone, and then my my brother-in-law's sister and her boyfriend were on their bed, which was the one further away from the door. So I slept closer to the main door, and then they slept a little further away. And then my feet was pointing towards them, and my head was pointing toward the door. And then all of a sudden, in like my peripheral vision, I saw someone walk by me. So then in my head, it registered, oh, one of them got up to go use the bathroom.
Yeah.
But right when they walked by me, like that thing walked by me, it like brushed my leg. Like seriously, someone like touched me like from like my shin all the way up to my thigh. Like it brushed up on me, and I was like, what the hell? Like why? And like why are you touching me? So then like I like looked up just to see because my head was down, and then there was no one. So then for a split second when I registered that I just got touched and there was no one near me,
Yeah.
I let out a scream.
Yeah.
Like just I mean I couldn't control it. I got scared, so I like screamed, and then I'm like, what the hell happened? And I'm like, I think I just got touched by like something. And they're like, oh hell no, like no. I'm like, we need to get out of here. And I was like, yeah, we do, because I'm not trying to stay here anymore.
That's funny.
So that whole night, we slept the lights on.
I know how that is.
Slept the lights on. I slept in one position. I didn't move.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just gonna sleep like this,
Oh my god.
and I'm not gonna look around because I'm not trying to see anything.
Oh my god.
Yep, I'm in
Aren't your ears the best when like you're scared? You hear everything. Yeah, you can hear everything.
You know, you were talking about like the lights on, and it just made me think back to that theology class and the Native American shaman. And she was saying, you know, like even like sometimes she had told a story about how like when I forget if it was her and her boyfriend back in the day, and they were like at a park, and then like you know the lights were off, and she saw someone in front of their car, and so they turned on the lights, and it was gone. But the thing is, she was like, you know, the thing is, like, even if you turn on the lights, it's still there.
Yeah.
You know, but then it just makes, you know, but it just makes
you see
it just
it,
makes,
'cause you can
yes,
see it.
because you
Yeah.
can see it. And so, you know, with the lights on, it just assures you, you know, it just makes you feel, you know, that security of like, okay, it's not there anymore, but it still is there.
Yeah.
And so it just made me
I
think of that.
thought about it. I'm like, I'd rather have slept with the lights off. Because you can't see anything that well with the lights off. I'm like, with the lights on, if it's there,
It's
you
still
can see
there.
it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have a secret. I've been sleeping with the lights on.
I know. It's okay. I still like when my
I leave
husband
the
goes
lamp
to
on.
work. Yeah.
I'm
I
scared.
leave the light on. Yeah.
We have night
I do
lights
it,
too.
yeah.
You know what I think?
Yeah.
Like, when you've seen like a really scary movie, and like, you know, like when you come back home, you're just like, okay, or for me at least, I'm like, okay, it wasn't that scary. Come on, Shane, like you're not scared.
Yeah.
And then like the lights are off, and then you're like, oh shit, like what's in my closet? Like, oh shit, that's my coat.
All these imagination
like,
going on.
I feel like my imagination like blows up. So I'm like, I can see that teddy bear right there. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's something right there.
I know.
Don't look too close. It might turn into something.
It's gonna move.
Yeah.
So we live with my in-laws, and I always feel like there's always something downstairs.
Yeah.
I moved stuff around, so I knew for sure that what used to be in the laundry room had no room left. So we bought those outside light that is motion detector, and then it turns on. We bought one to put on the hallway going downstairs to the basement, because it's always so dark. You have to go all the way to the door, go down the stair all the way to the door, turn it on.
Oh my gosh.
To go upstairs, I don't know how to explain. Okay, so there's a light upstairs. You turn it, you could go down, but you have to turn it off if you go to the door where it's going out to the garage, and then you have to come back in. There's a little hallway, and then you go to the main room in the basement. So it's quite a walk. So we bought a motion light where once you kind of get close and it turns on by itself. It was turning on by itself.
It didn't work like how you wanted it to.
It didn't turn on for us, but it was turning on by itself. Because I think it happened one time when I took my sister and them to the airport. So I woke up at 4 a.m. and it was on waiting for me.
What if it was just
trying to be
like
helpful.
a bug that like was crawling on the
So if it was a bug, then
we've got a skeptic here.
yeah,
It's Shang.
No, I wish it was just a bug.
I'm just kidding. You know?
Yeah, I wish it was just a bug, but I seen it turn on by itself during the day too. Like we'll be upstairs or we'll walk past the stairway, and it would be on. Like I wasn't the only one that saw it. Like my niece and nephew, they saw it too, and I'm just like, what's going on? Like it's only a motion light detector. You have to be close enough for it to turn on by itself, anyways. So I don't know, but like the rain camera didn't turn on.
Okay.
The motion light turns on, like the rain camera, but it's only a certain area that it will turn on, because my sister-in-law made it only turn on at a certain amount of motion and distance, so it didn't turn on. But for the motion light, I think if you're like 20 feet away, it will still turn on. So I'm just like, it did scare me that one morning when I had to go pick up my sister and drop them off at the airport. I was like, I gotta hurry up. I was like, I'm too slow.
Oh, that's funny. I installed Alexa lights, and I bought Alexa for the reason that I was too scared to come down here without lights. So you know how you're like, Alexa, turn on living room lights, and it'll like turn on. That's why I bought Alexa, so it could turn on before I come downstairs, because I'm just so freaking scared to turn things on.
Just make sure it doesn't turn on by itself.
Hopefully not.
Wait for you.
Or talk all of a sudden.
That's scary.
Speaking of haunted basements.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, actually.
We used to live in a house. We nickname it the Yellow House, because the inside there's yellow paints. So we call it the Yellow House, and that Yellow House, apparently my two of my nephews actually, they will always say that they have friends in the basement. They always will be like, oh, we have friends and they're in the basement.
We want to go play with them.
Yes. So my oldest nephew, he, I guess, played with them more often, because randomly you will find him downstairs by himself, and you will ask him like, hey, why you're down here? And he goes, oh, I'm playing with my friends. And he was just like, well, let's go upstairs. Let's not do that. And then, randomly you will find, like, one time my dad went to go do laundry, because our laundry is downstairs too. He went to go do laundry, and then he kind of heard something, and he was like, "What is that?" So he went and checked. It was my nephew by himself sleeping downstairs. And then so then so then when we moved out of that house, my nephew asked his dad, my older brother, and he was like, "Oh, my friends wants to know when we're moving out."
Don't tell.
And then so then when we moved out, when the day we moved out, my brother like told everyone, like not inside the house, but like whenever we go somewhere, he was like, "Hey, this is a deal. There's definitely something in this house that is attached to the kids. So like none of us older kids, I never experienced anything. It only is attached to like my nephews and then like younger kids." So my brother was like, "When we move out, don't say we're moving out. Say that we're going somewhere, so they don't follow and they like kind of wait for you at home." So then, so then my brother's like, "Yeah, my nephew told him that his friends want to know when we're moving out."
Hell no.
Yeah, so that was just it. I mean, I wish, hopefully, when he's older, he can kind of remember so I can know the full story of what really happened.
I wonder if he does remember. Does he remember?
I don't know if he remember, but he was getting very like jaundice.
Oh,
he didn't eat a lot, so he was getting very like malnourished, and you can kind of see that his like eyes was starting to like sink, and he was getting really like jaundice. But right when we moved out of the house, like he got better like instantly.
Didn't you? I remember you said, or you told the story before, and you said that they moved him out first, right? Like very super quietly, and then you guys just kind of followed.
Yeah, so then when we left, my brother and his little family left first. And then we still had some things at the house that we needed. So we slept one more day at that house before we like packed everything up and like left. And that night, I went to sleep, and then I had like this recurring dream of a person, like in each of my dream, the person would come and ask me, "Where are you going?" So I guess they had a clue of where we're going. So they were like, "Where are you going?" But in my dream, self-consciously knowing what was going on, I was like, "Oh, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to the store." And then the person would leave. I will like wake up. I'm like, "Oh, that's strange." I will go back to sleep. It will be another person, like a different person. They will ask the same question, like, "Where are you going?" And so like that happened throughout the whole night when I was sleeping. Like I would just have recurring dreams of like random people asking me where I was going, and then in my dream I would just tell them to the store. Yeah, and then when we finally moved out to our new place now, my youngest sister, she had a dream that they came looking for my nephew. Wow. So in her dream, they came and ran the door, and then my sister opened the door, and they're like, "Hey, we are here for your nephew. Like, he needs to go with us." And my sister goes, "Why does he need to go with you? Like, who are you guys?" And then in her dream, they were like, we're your nephew's friends. Like, he needs to go with us." And then my sister's like, "Well, my sister-in-law hasn't told me anything about anyone coming to get my nephew, so you can't take him." So I'm like, "Girl, imagine if you actually say yes, take him."
Oh, that's so sad.
But yeah, that was that was the yellow house with little ghost friends in the basement.
Yeah. Don't buy yellow houses. Don't buy pink houses.
I don't even know if they. I mean, I think
Maybe they might have changed the color.
It's still pink.
Oh, it's still
Okay, yeah. Don't buy pink houses.
It doesn't have a fence anymore because
okay.
they've been renovating like the city with the streets and everything. So they made sidewalks now, and so it doesn't have like a fence where where the doorway is and stuff into the garage, and so it's like open.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then they've also cut the tree down because they also planted new trees.
Oh sure.
Well, those trees are nasty.
Oh
Yeah.
Because it has like it. No, because they like
It's a sap.
yeah,
right?
the sap that is like
oh,
sticky,
yeah.
and then
yeah.
it attracts bees because sometimes I'll go to school and I come back and a bunch of bees on my car. And I was like,
Oh my God.
Scary.
Yeah.
I hate it. It's spider because it attracts spiders too.
Okay.
Nasty trees.
All right. Any last the last time I said any last stories, we had like 10,000 stories. All right. Last chance before we close it up. No? Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to time us for 30 seconds, and we are going to name all of the haunted places that we know of around our local area, because people always ask me, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't really see things. I also don't go looking for things. Yeah. But we're going to do 30 seconds, and we're just going to name off haunted places. Okay? Ready?
Okay.
Ready? And go.
Mounds Park.
Yes.
About Erie.
Yeah, actually.
Lilydale?
Yeah. Phelan Lake. That made the list. Somebody told me Jackson, that Jackson Cemetery, but the neighborhood side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? Our college that we can't name.
Yeah.
Probably all colleges.
Probably, yeah. All the old colleges.
Anywhere else here? I feel like we're kind of boring.
What's the other townhouse?
Oh, McDonough?
Oh, yeah.
McDonough Homes? Sorry if you live there.
We know our homes are haunted.
Yeah, okay.
We're home too much.
The homes on a certain area. Pink houses, yellow houses.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's it.
All the Hmong funeral.
All the Hmong funeral homes. Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, that was 30 seconds. We named like 2 things. All right, guys. This was super fun. We should do this more often and off mic too, because we haven't seen each other for a long time. But thank you so much for coming by. I know our conversation is going to keep going after this, but for just the viewers, we're going to stop here. All right. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you had a lot of fun. Comment if you had made a connection, or if you have more haunted places for people to explore. I am not, but people like exploring haunted things because they're skeptics. So, like Shane. All right. Thank you. See you next time. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you for listening to Mix in the Dark. I am your host, MaiYang. Mix in the Dark is available on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast series. If you have a story that you would like to share, please send it to mixinthedark@gmail.com. If there's a story that you really enjoyed, feel free to hit up my tip jar on Venmo. Just search Mix in the Dark on the business tab.